dad. This is my mom. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, is it recording?
Mm-hmm. One weekend, when I was driving home from Chico, I saw a massive plume of black smoke rising into the air. As I rounded a bend in the road, I saw that there were flames underneath the smoke. And fearing that there was another wildfire in Butte County, I immediately called my mom. And I said, "Mom, I think there's another fire in Chico. What should I do?" And she asked me where I was, and I told her that I was in the farmlands that are close to Chico, and she calmly informed me that it was most likely just a farmer having a burn day, which, as I learned, is a day for farmers to burn their organic material. In a town like Chico that is surrounded by agriculture and home to many ag students, farmers choosing to burn their organic waste affects all of us, whether that is the quality of the air that we have to breathe or the future decisions made by those pursuing careers in agriculture. So today I want to present you with an alternative method to burning, something that is more sustainable and ecologically friendly. This is composting. Today I'll go over some of the benefits that composting has to offer, and I'll cover some of the reasons why so many farmers do burn their organic waste. And then finally, I will contrast some of the negative impacts that burning has on human and environmental health against the gains that can be made from composting. So one of the benefits of composting is its overall low cost. For organizations that have to transport their organic waste off-site, like restaurants, composting reduces the actual volume of waste, therefore cutting trucking fees which charge by the ton. For example, Goshen College tried composting as a method of disposing their food waste at their dining hall, and they found that on average they saved about $1,800 per semester. Setting up a composting operation is also fairly cheap. As Eileen said in 1993, farmers can reuse equipment that they already have to turn their compost, which eliminates the cost of new investments like buying an incinerator. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development has certain requirements that must be met for a practice to be deemed sustainable, and these are economic sustainability, sustainability of human health, and sustainability of resources. And composting satisfies all of these. It does not gouge any farmer or gardener's pockets to start composting. It does not pose any threat to human health, and composting reuses natural resources. According to Jevons in 2017, our topsoil is being destroyed 18 times faster than the natural rate at which it is produced. With composting, we can reverse this effect, increase soil fertility, and decrease the amount of fertilizer that needs to be used by farmers by 50% or more, which cuts more costs for farmers, and it also decreases the amount of toxic runoff from fertilizers that can negatively affect our ecosystem. On the other hand, some farmers prefer to burn their waste, and there are several reasons for this. Sometimes there's just a lot of it. This is particularly relevant for farmers in Butte County who have rice fields and orchards, which just naturally produce a lot of plant residue that needs to be removed quickly for the next season. Sometimes the soil is too hard to till, which is the other common method of dealing with plant residue. So in situations like these, burning is attractive to farmers because it is faster, it's easier, and it's legal. The California Air Resources Board said in 2020 that on permissive burn days, farmers can burn their organic waste as long as they have a permit. Burning is also a form of disease and pest prevention. It reduces the need for pesticides, which cuts more costs for farmers and also makes their produce more desirable to consumers. So although burning has a few advantages, the adverse effects of it far outweigh the benefits. Burning poses threats to human and environmental health. The particles that it releases into the atmosphere pose the greatest health concern because they pass through the nose and throat and can get stuck deep in the lungs, as Hansen stated in 2004. It's pretty intuitive that breathing smoke is bad for us. It makes our eyes water, it makes us cough, it irritates our lungs. And it's also bad to leave all those particles hanging around in the atmosphere because then we have to keep breathing it, and animals in our ecosystem do too. Now, I would compare this list of negative impacts with negative impacts from composting. However, there just aren't any. So I'm going to go over some more gains from composting. It can generate a profit if farmers choose to sell the compost that they are making. It makes for a better yield, more delicious food. It can create economic savings, and it provides the environment with relief. Aerobic composting can actually decrease the levels of methane that are in our atmosphere. And methane is a greenhouse gas that heats the planet up very quickly. So this is very good for the environment. And composting even has the potential to reduce carbon levels in the atmosphere when it is paired with certain plants, as Jevons describes in his book in 2017. So while burning is fast and effective, composting is the more ecologically sustainable and economically advantageous method of disposing organic waste. Today, I spoke about the benefits that composting has to offer. I described the speed and ease of burning, which makes it attractive to farmers. And then finally, I compared the benefits of composting and how they outweigh the benefits of burning. Waste disposal is an ever-growing problem faced by not just our society, but by the whole world. But by reducing harmful practices such as burning and implementing composting, we can reverse the damage done on the earth while simultaneously solving the problem of what to do with all the waste. So I want you to picture this. Instead of big black clouds of smoke hovering in the air in Butte County, instead there's a brilliant blue sky under which there are thriving crops that are sustained by rich, nutritious compost. Thank you.